You're listening to the Oddities Podcast.
Guys, this is the podcast Christmas edition.
Merry Christmas.
And it's Christmas time, guys. And well, you know what? I want to introduce these two over here. Behind the scenes, we got Zozo over here who does all the editing. Great worker, great person.
Yeah, just wait if
else?
you could see her.
What else is great about Zozo?
She can do it all. Graphic
cute.
design
She
is
goes-
her passion.
She goes, hello. She likes to say hello a lot. And she smiles all the time. So we call her Smiley. We don't, but that's what I think in my head. Call her Zozo, but she smiles all the time. Then there's Danielle. Danielle is the best warehouse manager I've ever had.
No
She
one
is.
could ship packages like her.
Yes, no one ships better. But no, she is really good, works hard, always on time. Great worker.
Yeah.
Does a great job. So thank you, Danielle. She's going to sing for us at some point. She's also into really nerdy stuff. And I am too, so we have a bond because we're both into nerdy shit. So, and then there's one more person who's also involved in the warehouse, and that's Tori, in the office warehouse operations. My assistant Tori, and what can we say about Tori?
Where to start?
Does a great job. Also, the best assistant I've ever had. She is the third one. First one, not so good.
Third time's a charm.
Third one worked out. Sometimes I want to strangle her, but I know sometimes she wants to strangle me too. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just works out. By the way, this podcast is brought to you by and sponsored by what? Who?
By
Oddities.
Oh.
The coffee shop, the novelty store. We did the drawing for the Xbox One, by the way. And the guy who won, I tried calling him and it said this phone number is not receiving calls. So I couldn't even leave a voicemail.
Oh
nothing.
yeah, did you contact him?
And then I emailed him, no response. So he has till Saturday, and if he doesn't respond, it goes to the next
come
person.
get your damn Xbox.
Yeah, that's right, man. You fucked up because we drew 3 cards total. We only showed the first one on IG.
Yeah.
So the other 2 we have, and number 2, you're gonna get a call here on Saturday
It's coming up.
if Mr. Jeffrey was it Evault, whatever his name was, doesn't respond. So yes, Xbox One. Now we're raffling off the Stranger Things in the store. We got a $200 Lego set of Stranger Things. It's the
Yes.
upside down. We got the Demogorgon, and we got the Ego 11 Funko figure too. So
They're
free
all
to
very
enter.
cute.
What's that?
They're all very cute.
They are pretty cute. So if you guys are into Legos, I haven't played with Legos since I was a little kid. But you know, if you like puzzles, you probably like Legos, right?
If you like walking around the house and stepping on something
How is
really
it that
hard.
puzzles? How is it that puzzles are like an adult thing, but Legos aren't an adult thing? Because you're just putting things together. What's the difference?
because you keep stepping on them.
Yeah. Did you play with Legos as a kid?
No.
They were so expensive. No one ever bought any. I think in the thrift stores you can get like the giant bags of Legos sometimes.
But they're not even real Legos. They're like the off-brand
The
Legos.
shit ones.
that don't actually stick together.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do Legos though after I bought that one. I'm like, you know, that'd be fucking fun.
Yeah.
Because you follow the instructions and build something. I
Well,
never
now
had
they're
any
more
clues.
advanced, so you can like create giant things with them.
I know. Yeah.
Nerds.
But that's what we're raffling off, guys. No purchase necessary on that. Drawing January 13th. Zoe needs to make a sign for that. January 13th is the drawing. Also, what else we got going on? We got a lot of dope shit in the store. We're doing free gift wrapping. When does this podcast come out? On Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So you guys won't even know because the gift wrapping ends on the 24th.
Oh no.
So this will be out on Thursday.
We
So,
hope it went well.
we hope it went well, guys. Could have got your gifts wrapped. If you didn't, you fucked up.
Yeah.
So, also though, just follow us on IG because we are always doing really cool discounts on all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
$10 off here, 20% off there. We got some other cool things coming up. I guess I'll announce it now. We're gonna be doing a treasure hunt. We bought an actual treasure chest off Etsy today. It was a nice one. Wood, brass. It was like $60.
Really?
So we got a nice treasure chest. We're gonna be putting some goodies in there and doing a treasure hunt for the store. It's gonna be cool.
That's
I
gonna
think
be
what,
exciting.
what we'll do is we'll post the clues on IG, but then we'll say come into store and get another clue if you come into store, like a bonus clue or something.
Yeah.
Or,
How
yeah.
do treasure hunts normally work?
I think they're kind of difficult because we were following one guy on Instagram. I actually don't know.
Treasure hikes.
Yeah, treasure hikes, and he made a post recently. I don't know if you saw it. That
No.
said, "Hey, sorry, I've been away because it's been over 2 months." He was doing these.
Okay, I thought so. I've
Yeah.
been waiting for that to come up.
I think it might be treasure underscore hikes. I don't know if it might or whatever. But this guy was taking a little chest, a little wooden chest, and hiding it in the woods. And every 48 hours, he'd release a new clue, and you could go try to find it. And there was like $1,000 worth of shit in there. Tori and I went on a hike trying to find.
We really
tried
tried.
hard.
We
It was our
really,
first time
really
doing
tried.
it. We didn't even come close. After they posted the winners and the clues, we're like, how the fuck?
I don't want to go hiking anymore in spite of that.
I don't want to go hiking in the wintertime. I'm not driving up to Mount Baker freezing my ass off. You know,
No.
I don't like the cold or the wet. It's not for me, but it was fun. But when I saw the clues, I was like, how are we ever going to find these things?
I know. But we're going to make one that you can actually solve.
Yeah. Well, then I was thinking about that today. I was thinking, how do you even, first of all, you have to find a place to hide it. But how do you plan out the clues? You know, I was going to look on YouTube to try to figure out how to even create a treasure hike because it's like,
yeah. I
okay,
think if you
hide
start
it and then what?
Yeah, if
have
you
to-
start with hiding it somewhere, you kind of just like make the clues around that hiding spot.
Yeah. And like it's like some people write poems, some people have weird sayings.
Some people are just really
Yeah.
creative and
Yeah, so
we're
I'm
going to have
just
to figure
like,
that out.
how do we? What's the first clue? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you even start with? Like, it's in Bellingham, and that does nothing. You wait 48 hours. It's over here. Like getting hotter.
No, it's going to be a lot more fun than that. We're going to figure it out.
Wait. All right, we take a picture of a sign. Not that way. It's like
It's
yeah.
not here.
So it's complicated.
Cold.
But that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, what else is new? We started watching Marriage Story, but didn't finish. I was really excited about it on Netflix.
I know. I feel like everything
With
that comes
Scar-
out on
Scar
Netflix
Joe.
should be good.
Dude, it was like that bullshit fucking bird movie with Sandra Bullock. What was that called? What was that dumbass fucking bird movie? Bird Box?
Bird Box.
Fuck. What a piece of shit. That got so much hype. The opening scene made it look like, oh, this is going to be dope. And then it just turned out to be dumb.
I really honestly liked the story of it. If
Story
they
was
would have made
good.
it like a TV show or something, but the whole movie I was just like, well, how could this end?
It was just like, it was just like wind. I'm like, there's no oh, sorry, spoiler alert. You haven't seen that bullshit movie that's been out for 2 years. It was just like wind at the end. It was like wind. There's something in the wind, or is
And
it
what
a
are they
demon?
looking at?
Yeah, and they can't look at it. I was just like, and it was just the whole like plot of like, first you know I've talked about this before. In real life, she's 55 years old. Right?
Oh,
But in the movie, it was like she was 8 months pregnant, and this dude who's probably in his 30s is like into her, like wanting to get with her. I'm thinking there's some weird fetish, kinky shit. First of all, she's like older woman, okay, 8 months pregnant. Like I'm just like, it made me uncomfortable. Actually, it pulled me out of the movie because I was like, ooh.
I know
was
they
like-
weren't like stuck and isolated for that
Dude,
long
well, it's
to
like
be
anyone
like,
anyone who's trying to get with a woman who's 8 months pregnant, regardless of age, is kind of weird to me. I'm just like, dude, she's about to have a kid. Like, I don't know. This
some
is-
people are into it.
I know. I didn't like that. That part really bothered me. What else? Oh yeah. So, anyways, back to Marriage Story. Started off really good, and I was actually excited because it won some awards. I thought, oh, good movie. Got great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, like 92%. It's like shit. But then it started off good, but then it got too real life.
It was
almost.
too real. It was like actually listening to someone's relationship
She's like
drama.
in counseling, and the scene kept going on. She was like in counseling with Laura Dern's character, and like we lasted for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and we stopped.
I was
stopped
like,
it right
wow, another bitch with problems.
there.
Like,
But it was just like her counseling session about her marriage, and I was like, ugh, I'm out. So I don't know.
just makes you sad.
I know. New Star Wars movie's coming out. I think Friday. I'm planning to go see it. I have not really enjoyed the new ones. Rogue One was the best in my opinion. Have you seen the new Star Wars? Do you watch Star Wars?
I'm that piece of shit person who's never seen a Star Wars movie.
Jesus Christ. Danielle, have you seen Star Wars? Have
Yeah.
you, Zozo?
Zoe hasn't either. I'm not alone.
The originals were good. Then the next three after that were shit. And then Disney bought it, and they've been pumping them out now. They basically rehashed the old three movies. They're basically remade them so the current generation could like fall in love with Star Wars and get all into it. Rogue One was the best one. I just don't like how PG it is. I hate that they just rehashed the same old story. It's like you guys can't fucking think of it. It's like why do they keep rebooting Batman and Spider-Man over
They
and
can't
over
think of
and
anything
over and over and
else,
over and over?
like-
We get the fucking origin story already. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. it's
we
been
know how
20
the fuck
fucking
it
years.
happened.
Every fucking Spider-Man, let's show how he became Spider-Man. It's like, good God.
Yeah, every time.
Can't you do
they-
something else? And like, yeah, Batman, it's like,
They're like, wait,
no.
but we have a new actor.
Yeah, new actor, have to reboot the whole thing. It's like, Jesus Christ, yeah. So anyways, the new Star Wars, I mean, I'm going to go see the last one just to go see it. But, yeah, The Mandalorian, though, on Disney+, Plus, the Baby Yoda's so cute. If they come up with, like, a doll that's like animatronic and costs hundreds of dollars, I'll buy it. Just to have a cute baby.
Oh no.
Yeah, I will. I'm into dolls. I'm the old guy that's into dolls now. All of a sudden, yeah. Anyways, what have you been watching?
Anyways.
That's enough about me. What have you been watching? What's the last thing you saw?
The last thing I saw.
Last good movie.
Oh, I haven't watched good movies in a long time, but I'm really just into the crime documentaries.
Zoe, is she the pickiest movie person you've met? We watch movies together. She likes nothing. She doesn't like anything.
No, but when I try to pick a random movie, it's always the worst movie ever.
Well, you did to see that 37 meters down. Is that what it was?
47.
47. You liked
Oh
it,
yeah,
right?
I did like that one.
Normally, I'm not into those bullshit water shark movies because I'm just like.
But it was crazy because you were like, oh my god, they're getting rescued, and then they
They're
weren't.
not.
What was it? Oh my god, they're getting rescued, and then they're fucked.
I saw it like a year ago. What was it? They were like had something about the oxygen was making them hallucinate, or there's something weird. Because I thought they were getting rescued at the end, but they really weren't.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Sorry.
Oh yeah, I mean,
fucking it up.
We're gonna ruin the end. Here it goes.
Yeah.
Basically,
you just got fucked.
one of the girls got taken by a shark and died, but the other girl had gotten another tank sent down to her, so she was like surviving, had air, but with that much I don't even know what's in those tanks. Is it nitrogen narcosis?
No, it's like CO2, but there's something with like you get if you ascend too rapidly, it creates what oxygen in your blood.
Oh,
or
that's the
something.
bends, but
Yeah.
But what they're getting was like
Hypoxic, is that what it's
I
called?
don't even know.
We're just throwing out words that have to do with like some sort of oxygen poisoning or breathing.
They went loopy, basically.
Yeah, they were hallucinating, and I can't remember why.
Because of the whatever the air is in those tanks is like bad for your brain over time.
Yeah, I was actually surprisingly. I normally avoid all water movies just because I feel like they're stupid. Like that dumb alligator movie that just came out in Florida where there was a hurricane and the woman's like trapped in a house with an alligator, and I think her dad. I saw the. I saw
what?
I saw the trailer for that. I'm like, get out of here! It's bullshit. But like, it's supposed to got good reviews, but I won't watch it. I hate stupid stuff like that.
It's a pretty fucked up situation to be in.
I'm just like, I don't know. When it comes to a movie, like, is that really gonna be? I mean, who cares? Like an alligator.
I know,
like the whole movie is about her trying to survive an alligator.
Well, the movie has to be realistic enough so that you're not just like, what the fuck is this? But not too real.
Yeah.
To where you're like, I can feel my own emotions.
Yeah, I feel like they fucked up the Jurassic Parks too. Like those remakes. I saw the one with Chris Pratt, like Jurassic World, and then there was another one which I give zero fucks about, but also they did make a sequel to that with him. But it's like the original Jurassic Park was literally the best one.
It's a classic. You can't keep remaking classics.
And then we actually, my daughter and I, before we saw Jurassic World, we did the whole binge watch marathon of the Jurassic Park movies that were out because I had never seen them all. Holy shit, they are bad. The first one's good, but number 2 and 3, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But even now, if you go back and watch the original Jurassic Park, it looks so cheesy and fake, like all animatronic with like the dinosaurs.
I love that stuff.
They're like their head moves weird, and it's like, yeah. But yeah, some other bullshit.
Yeah.
But what else is new?
What else is new?
So I'll say this: I've been living in my house for 4 years. And then my landlord found out a week or two ago that they're selling the house. Well, probably more than 2 weeks at this point.
Kicked his ass out.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we're going to sell this house. And then once it sells, you have 30 days to move out. But, you don't know when the house is going to sell. It could be next week or it could be a month. So you're like, fuck, I got to move. So then, I spent time on Trulia, Zillow, Homes.com, Craigslist looking for a place. Now I have a great deal on my house. I pay really good money. You cannot get... For that house and what I pay, you can't find anything that good. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta move. And all the houses, I looked at houses that were like $2,000 that were just shit dumps, right? I looked at 2 houses, and then apartments that were like $1,600 that were just trash. Like housing is really expensive. But anyways, that's not the point. So like shit. So I've been looking.
Yeah.
I found a 2-bedroom apartment for like $1,450, and I didn't want to live in apartments. Because fuck them, they suck. Because you can hear your neighbors, and you can't be loud.
You get picky until you realize there's nothing out there.
I like to have a house because I like to be loud. When I watch a movie, I have like a Bose speaker system with like a subwoofer,
I just like to scream.
Yeah, I just like to scream.
Yeah. At any given moment.
At any given moment, just let it out.
In my own damn house.
I just thought of something else, but I'll get to that in a second. So, anyways, I found this apartment. I gave them the $1,500 like deposit for it. I filled out the $45 application fee. And once they approve you, these are non-refundable because you're basically saying I want it. So here's the 1,500. I applied for it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the 1,500 applies to your deposit because you have to make a first.
But you get that back if you don't
yeah.
get
Well,
it?
once you move out, yeah. If you don't get the
Oh,
apartment,
I thought
you
you
get
were
that
just
back.
like,
So
here you
here's
go.
here's the fucked up thing though. So I'm like shit. So I've been looking for weeks. I've been kind of
Yeah.
stressed about it, trying to find a place. I'm like, all right, this apartment. So I hear from the realtor and the landlord like a few days after 2 days after I applied for the apartment. They're like, yeah, we're pretty sure we sold it now, and the people who bought it are investors, so they're not going to live in it. So you could just stay there. You could probably rent it out. And I'm like, okay, but how much, more is it going to be? Because I pay $1,650 a month, like because typically that house you could get like literally $2,000 a month for,
Yeah.
and because it's like 3 bedrooms. And it's like, oh, well, we'll talk to him and find out. Calls him back like 10 minutes later. They're only going to raise it by $50. It's like, all right, so 1,700, and I can stay. Yeah, you can stay there. Then I call Landmark. I'm like, hey, I need to cancel my application. They're like, too late. They're like, you already got approved. We took it off the market. I was like, so I can't. I need that.
Shut
15.
up.
So
I didn't know about
I was like, so can I get that 1,500 back? They're
terrible.
like, no. They're like, you can't give it back.
Hey, who was this?
Landmark.
Fuck you, Landmark.
Right.
Fuck you.
So I was like, okay. Well, I'll just have my lawyer get involved in and try to get that money back. So I'm like, you're not just gonna keep fucking $1,500. And so I kind of bitched this lady out. And then another lady from Landmark called me. She goes, well, here's what we can do.
It's not like they...
She goes, there's other people that want the apartment. Like we took the listing down and everything.
Oh, yeah,
because
there's
she got
other
it.
appliers.
Yeah, so she's like, I called them, the other people, to see if they want it. And they have 24 hours to respond, and I'll prorate it and give you back whatever. So I'm basically losing $50 a day on every day that they don't.
What an angel
So,
to give it back
yeah,
to you.
so I kind of got fucked. I kind of got fucked on that. So I'm just like, Jesus
But you
Christ.
get to stay in your place?
I get to stay,
Yay.
but that fucking. This is the first time in my life I ever had to deal with, oh, we sold the house you're living in, you have to move. And so for me, I'm like,
you literally could
scrambling.
have just sat here and did nothing.
Yeah, I didn't have to do anything. But the thing is like when the house is for sale, because they were doing multiple showings, if the people who buy it want to live there,
Yeah.
you get 30 days to get the fuck out. So it's just like, you know how hard it is to just quickly find a spot in Bellingham where there's not a lot of housing and there's all shit and dumps? Like, there's like literally the same 3 or fucking houses on every listing, and they're all shit, and they're always there because nobody wants them.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking dumb barn we looked at is still there. Yeah, and then there's some bullshit house in Harris Avenue, and then they're all shit I looked at. I looked like 3 or 4. So yeah, so this girl I know told me, because initially when I moved into my house, I've been there for 4 years. I signed a 1-year lease,
Mm-hmm.
and then once that lease was up, I just stayed there. So it was kind of just a month to month. She said you should always renew your lease. That way, if I had, like, say I was in a 1-year lease, if they sold the house, they can't sell it until I move out. They literally have to wait till the lease is up. So FYI, to protect yourself, if after your 1 year or whatever lease you have is up, it's smart to sign an other lease.
Month to month sounds nice until they kick your ass out.
Until they're like, we sold the house, get out, you have 1 month. So I didn't know that, but there you go. It's all about learning, guys. Life lessons.
Life lessons.
So there you go.
I hope you get that money back, because that's really...
Oh, I was fucking pissed.
I'll keep making hate videos for Landmark.
Landmark sucks. Fucking assholes. But anyways.
Landmark.
Bought a tree today. Fake plastic tree. Hashtag Radiohead. I got a 7-foot one. It has lights on it. Yeah, it's in the trunk of my car. So
You have a 7-foot tree in your fucking Subaru right now?
yeah, it was in a box.
Oh.
A 7-foot fake plastic tree. We're gonna set up. We gotta get stockings. Do you guys have a tree yet?
Yeah, it's like about 1 foot tall.
Oh yeah.
It's on the counter.
It's sad.
I know, but we have 5 cats, so you put a tree up and it's over.
When I had kittens, when my cats were kittens, the whole bottom of the tree would be devoid of ornaments and decorations because they would attack them and knock them all off.
I know. I feel like they'll all gang up and just keep knocking the entire tree over.
Yeah, that'd be fun though. It's cute.
That would be cute.
Anyway,
we
went to the mall. We went to Macy's because I have Macy's dollars. I was like, oh, I'll get a tree for free if they have a tree at Macy's. They had some, but there's another part of Macy's, like Macy's Home Furnishing, which is separate from the actual Macy's in the mall. They had this tree that was probably this tall that was like frosted white for like $166. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I was gonna get it though because it would have been free. But then my daughter's like, no, it's too small. She wanted a bigger one. So then we went to Kohl's, got one for $100. Yeah.
Good.
They had this giant sloth there. I posted it on my IG. Give me a follow. It's $600. A sloth stuffed animal. Fucking big one. Yeah. Fucking crazy. Dope.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyways, what are you guys doing for Christmas?
I have no idea.
Zozos.
Our family's like 4 hours away from here, and I don't know. We might go see them. We might find a new Christmas tradition.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. I hate
Yeah.
how much pressure there is on the holidays.
Yeah. Christmas is one of those ones people get stressed out about.
Yeah.
Well, last year, and we're going to do it again this year, my daughter and I, we go in the mall. I drop her off at one end of the mall. I go to the other. And then we shop for stocking stuffers for each other. So that's kind of fun, but also hard. Because stocking stuffers are so small. You have to get so many to fill a stocking, you know? So it's like you have to
Oh.
find a bunch of little random things. So I hit up Claire's last year. Got some little girly stuff. But actually, yeah, it's hard shopping for stocking stuffers, actually. Because it's all like little shit you don't really need. It's kind of cute, you know?
I know. There's always going to be that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've gotten into just making my presents.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too lazy. I made my daughter for her birthday a scrapbook of all the trips we took together from 2013 to the present. I hate scrapbooking. Some people love it.
Okay, yeah, Zoe saw
Dude.
me scrapbooking a couple days ago. That shit is fucking hard.
And it's consuming. It's so time consuming.
And every page you have to be like, oh my god,
Creative.
so much detail.
It's like art. Yeah, I didn't go to Joann's.
People who scrapbook are hardcore.
Dude.
I love them.
I didn't go to Joann's and get all the cutesy things. I just got like, so I had to go back. I'd go into my cell phone, go all the way back to 2013 photos of when we went to Hawaii, send those photos to Costco so they can print them out on actual photos,
Mm-hmm.
and then put them in this book. I had to buy like the photo paper. Go ahead and sneeze, Danielle, or cough. She's like holding it in. Poor thing. Anyways,
God damn it, Danielle.
God damn it, Danielle. God. Bullshit. Can't fucking work on this environment anymore.
She ruined it. She ruined the whole podcast.
Anyways, back.
Flip the tables.
We're YouTubers. We don't put up with that shit. Back to the pod. Yeah. Anyways, the scrapbooking. I did that. It was so time consuming. I was like, I'll never do this again. But now we have a book, so when we do updated trips, we can just put them in there. So
Yeah, that's what people need to know is at least start your scrapbook because it's so much easier to just print out a few pictures every time you take a trip and add it.
I was trying to find
to do it all
yeah.
together.
I was trying to find our itineraries from 2013, from when we flew on the plane to Hawaii, the Airbnbs, any kind of things we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. Brings back memories. Have you been to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Kauai.
I haven't been. I've
It's
only
like
been to Maui.
the lovers island.
I wonder what islands
It
are
was
like.
romantic.
Yeah? Who did you go with?
My friend Kelsey.
Okay. Was it romantic?
It was really romantic.
What's romantic about it?
I don't think it's.
That's
That's what every like tour we went on, they're like, oh, this is like the romantic island and all this stuff, and I was like, what do you mean?
We went horseback riding. We went on a submarine, which was pretty cool. You get in a boat, they drive you out to water. A submarine appears. You get on it underwater.
See, that's why these underwater movies have got me freaked out about ever going underwater. Like,
I hate the water.
Shit could go wrong real quick, and there's nothing you could do. You can't breathe in water.
Yeah. I'm lame with water. I don't like it. I've never liked it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people surf. I will never go deep in the Hawaii water.
I'm just scared of being touched by a fish.
Fuck fish. Sharks. I'm afraid of being bitten.
No, I'd rather be bit than have these little
Sharks scare me. It's just like when you surf in shark-infested waters,
well,
why?
The sharks don't want to attack you.
But they
That's
do.
the thing. Me and Zoe watch a lot of Shark Week, and we know a lot about sharks.
But there's shark attacks in Hawaii.
They're the good guys.
There are shark attacks in Hawaii. I know, dude. People getting eaten by sharks, limbs bit off.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a horrific one that happened, I think earlier this year, where a girl was swimming, and they were on a boat, a husband, wife, daughter. I heard it on a podcast, and the girl was in there, and the shark bit me, and she was screaming. She goes, "Oh my god!" It like bit off her leg or arm. She goes, "It's coming back! It's coming back!" And they tried to get to her, and she died. She got eaten like the shark. But she was sitting there screaming, and the parents were trying to jump in the water to try to get to her. But she was screaming. She's like, "It's coming back! It's coming back!" She's like, I think it bit off her arm or leg first. Yeah, and she fucking died right in front of him. Like, ooh, yeah.
Jesus.
Any water that has sharks in it, I'm not going in. There's no fucking way.
If they confuse you for food, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
If you punch them in the eyeballs, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but how are you gonna punch underwater? Have you tried to punch underwater? I feel like that's bullshit. You know how slow your fucking arm moves underwater? You can't punch anything. Try just punching somebody underwater. Like you have no.
I challenge
It's
you to an
so
underwater fight.
right,
Let's go.
right. So, anyways, yeah, that's enough about sharks. What TV shows you guys watching? Anything?
Nothing interesting. Confession Killers.
Oh, Zozo was talking about that.
Yeah, we were watching that for a while. I don't know what's going on still.
Who is
I think we finished it, and I still don't know what's going on.
someone was telling me just recently? There's this bottle of wine called something Crimes, I think, but it comes with an app where serial killers will talk to you or talk about the wine, but it's in the voices of like serial killers or murderers or something or mobsters or something like that. I think it was serial
Got
killers.
some
Yeah.
freaky kinks out
Yeah,
there.
I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. I started watching The Expanse season 4 on Amazon. That was awesome. Favorite sci-fi space show ever. If you guys haven't seen The Expanse, so fucking good. I was telling Zoe about it today. And then I have Marvelous Mrs. Maisel season 3, which I watched 1 episode, maybe 2. I've just been so bored with shows lately. That shows I used to watch in the past, I'm finding a hard time getting excited about new
This is not a
seasons.
good time for that too. It's
I don't
cozy
know.
weather.
The Man in the High Castle on Amazon Prime, which I liked. I'm having a hard time with the final season. Like, I just don't care. I find when the new seasons of shows come out, I'm like, all right, I don't care. I think we're too desensitized to everything now.
Well, I feel like shows now, like, it can't just be about normal life anymore. It has to have something really crazy or special because people are like, had
Yeah, it
enough
has
of
to be.
that
The
normal life.
Boys, though, on Amazon is a dope-ass show.
The
Watch season 1.
Boys. I really love that show.
I know. I introduced you to that one. I win on that one. Season 2, I can't wait for.
yeah.
I think they already shot it, so I'm excited about that. What else? Lord of the Rings 2021, Amazon. Super pumped. Anything sci-fi or fantasy, I'm in.
Oh.
They're doing they bought it for $1 billion. The whole so they're doing 5 seasons of Lord of the Rings. It's going to be at a different time period, but the whole Middle Earth. I think they might go back to before the ring was created or how it got created or that whole thing, yeah.
That's awesome.
Fucking in, baby.
Yes.
Can't wait. What else is new in your life?
Nothing really.
Nothing else going on? You got baby kittens. You got
I
Biscuit.
got baby kitties.
What's the other kitty's name?
Goose.
Aww.
Yeah, 2 little brothers and sisters. They're orange and they're small. The other one's name is Biscuit. And
Hendrix
my
is
whole
so
life.
cute playing with him.
yeah, Zoe has a 20-pound Maine Coon.
He's 20 pounds. Hendrix is a 20-pounder. So cute. My cat's a 20-pounder.
you gotta show a picture when you make this podcast because
aw.
he is the cutest fucking cat
Yeah,
I've ever.
He's so cute.
I would die for him.
He's your god.
Yeah.
He is super cute. Got your car fixed. How's that working? Is that running again
Good.
now?
Oh my god, I've gotten my car fixed so like a countless number of times.
Didn't I feel like when you started working for me, you didn't have that car and you bought it
didn't.
back or something?
It
What were
was
you
getting
driving
fixed when I
before?
first worked here.
Oh, that's right.
That was only 6 months ago.
You know what I just realized? Every assistant I've had either doesn't have a car or has a shitty car or car problems. My first assistant had a busted ass car that barely worked, would break down. My second one, her boyfriend would drive her to work. And now you. Yeah, what is it about my assistants don't have? I even said in the ad, reliable
I
transportation.
got it fixed. Excuse me.
It works now, huh?
Yeah.
Zoe, when you get in your car?
Zoe's got a Mustang convertible.
You do? Dude, get that shit up here. I want to go for a ride in the summertime in that thing.
In the summer, she'll get it probably.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
once it's warm, we'll get it. Because it doesn't make sense now.
I heard Mustangs don't do very good in the rain. My friend has one. She said when it rains, she goes, that thing just spins out and like fucking. I think it's because it's so heavy in the front.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unbalanced.
Especially since it's a convertible, it's all disproportionate, I feel like.
Damn,
Maybe
that
we'll
sucks.
never get it.
Yeah, you definitely got to get it. What year is it? Do you know? 95? Does it run good? Yeah. Cool. So, New Year's Eve. Is there a more bullshit holiday? Just a time to, like, get drunk, really? Like, what the fuck is that? It's like people ring it. I go to bed so early. I don't stay up till midnight
Mhm.
anyway, but I did last year.
I know. I don't think I've ever.
Because what do you
Not
do?
for a
You just
while.
drink and scream and maybe kiss somebody. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's fun. But
People sometimes just need those days to come up so they have a reason to do it.
last year on my IG, I had a bottle of champagne. I opened the cork, slammed into the wall, and then the bottles was like overflowing everywhere. It's pretty dope. But, yeah, we had champagne. We had the little streamers and the little thingies and the hats, and we had a fire and playing music. It was pretty dope. Yeah,
I don't even remember.
I do
last
like a
New
nice
Year's.
party, but I don't like crowds, so I don't want to. I like parties with people I know, but not randoms. I don't fuck with the randoms,
Yeah.
especially at bars and stuff. It's just boring.
I know. I've noticed over time, like, it was fun getting to meet new people when you're super drunk, but now I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah, and and also I have to talk to you for how
I'm just
long?
like- I'm going to talk to people I know, okay?
Yeah. It's like, I'm not social enough. I'm just like, that's the thing. Like when you go out to bars and you start talking to some random stranger, I'm an introvert first of all. So when I'm talking to some random, I'm just like, what's in this for me? Like I'm never gonna see you again. We're not gonna be friends.
I know.
I'm just
and
like,
that's the sad thing
why
with
are we
introverts
talking?
is like they deeply think about like what is
The
the point of
point.
this interaction? Like
Right? It's just like, what?
I could've
I'm getting to know you for 2 hours, using all this energy,
Yeah.
sharing my life story with you. I don't even know you, and then I never see you again.
I
I just go
think about
home. It's exhausting.
every sentence I say, I'm like, that's so much time wasted
Yeah.
that I could have just been
right.
sitting there.
Also, who wants to talk about their life? I hate talking about my life. Like when people
I
ask any
know, I
questions
don't wanna
about
be
my
reminded of
life,
that.
when
Fuck
people
off.
ask any questions about my life, I'm instantly exhausted and devoid. I feel like the energy just gets sucked out of my body.
They're like, yeah. So what do you like to do?
I know, God, anything about business, relationships. It's usually like a one sentence thing. Like I don't even want to talk about it.
I
Yeah,
know.
to
We
go out
should
to
just
a
start doing
bar,
that.
I
Like,
know.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God.
What do you do for a living?
And it's so draining when you have to like fake interest in what people are saying. Jesus.
I've given up on that. Now, if I'm not interested, I'm just like, you just got to make it obvious.
I literally feel my body just getting so fatigued. It's almost like a video game
falling asleep.
where the stamina bar is just draining, right? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude.
It's a boss battle every interaction.
Oh my God.
Like,
There was this one lady in the store, Oddities at 4182 Cordado Parkway. She came in a couple weeks ago, and I'm friendly and personable with everyone in there. So I engaged her, basically said, "Hey, how are you?" And this turned into like
First
a
mistake.
20-minute conversation on her entire life, where she's lived, why she lived there, what it's like, what the culture's like. I'm just like, I don't. Why are you telling me? First of all, how do you have that much energy to tell a total stranger your whole life? You got nothing else to do, and like, I don't know. It's one thing if someone you know,
hmm
because like with my friends, I do want to know if they do something cool or fun. But like random strangers, like no, like yeah.
yeah. It's like, you know that deep down you don't really care. But
Mhm.
the thing with that is like, I always feel bad of like trying to get out of the conversation.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the perfect way to do that is. Like, do you sit there and have to listen to them, or do you?
You know what you could do? I do this a lot too. I've been doing this a lot because I do own a business now, and I have for like 7 years almost. But I have a meeting I have to go to. Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I got a meeting. Yeah,
I have a meeting.
I have to go.
Um,
Yeah, it's a perfect way to dodge out. But this girl I was talking to, like literally, there was no breaks in her speech because you're trying to look for an end point or waiting for them to even pause after they say something, and they don't pause. They just go, go, go,
No,
go,
no.
go, 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 go. They don't ask you any questions or anything, and so there's no. You're trying to think. Okay, maybe in 5 seconds the sentence will be over.
I know you're trying to think about what they're saying. You're like, maybe they'll stop at this point. Like,
And nope, they don't stop. They keep going.
no.
But also when I'm in that moment, I think to myself, are there people that enjoy this? You know?
Who encouraged them?
Yeah, right. People enjoy having these long conversations just with the randoms that are not part of your life and you'll never see ever again.
I think you should just say you have to take a shit. every
Yeah,
time.
right. I have to go poopy. Sorry.
I have to shit. Like,
Yeah.
is no one's gonna question you.
You can literally just be like, oh, I gotta go. I have an appointment, no matter what it is.
Appointment.
Yeah. Let me say this too: the struggles of opening up this store that we've gone through, and this like the horrors of like, first of all, I think it's the of idiots is probably what it should say, but that whole area is private property. So from Westerly, so Meridian and there's Westerly connects to Cordata. So there's that strip in there where you drive on that to get to the Department of Licensing, or you go to Burlington. There's this strip where Lovers is, connects to like, so that whole strip is private property and is managed by right.
Yeah.
So when he first opened the store, we put out sandwich boards along that road to let people know, turn here, here's the store, because there's not great visibility from the road. You can, just try to direct people and get people there. So after being open for about a week, one of the sandwich boards disappeared. So we had about 5 out. One on Meridian, one by Dairy Queen, one by the bus, one by in the alley, and then one right where we're at.
Yeah.
Disappeared. I was like, that's weird. Someone stole our sign. The other ones were there, right? Next day, put them all out. Within an hour, that it's gone again. The second sign disappeared. And so I called a real estate company. I left a message. I was like, hey, I'm going to call the police to file a police report because our sandwich boards are getting stolen. And, so we're going to have to do something about it. She calls me back. She goes, oh, hey, Sal, sorry. I got an email yesterday. The association that manages that spot, that area, they don't allow sandwich boards anywhere in that area.
And if you've been to that area, it's nothing to be proud about. It's another shitty fucking area.
Yeah. And it's like there's vacancies in the medical building next to us. The spot I'm in was vacant for years. Across the street in Burlington, there's more vacancies. So they're not allowing any of these businesses in this strip to put any signage or sandwich boards on the roadway to let customers know, oh, here's the store.
Yeah.
So they're just fucking morons. And I hope they hear this, but they're fucking stupid. Yeah, you
Fuck
fucking.
you too.
Yeah,
You and Landmark are going to hell.
Yeah, some bullshit property management there. So she calls back. She goes, yeah, I got an email. The association said, yeah, about the signs. They're not supposed to be there. But they took down literally 3 of ours because we had one by the People's Bank they took.
And put them in the garbage.
Put one in the garbage. Yeah, and those things cost $200 a piece.
It's one thing to be like, hey,
Yeah.
return it to the store where our logo is clearly on it. You know who the sandwich board
Right.
belongs to. Put it back in the store.
Well, like, how unprofessional is it to just not walk over to a brand new business, introduce yourself, say, hi, my name is so-and-so. You have a sandwich board out there. Unfortunately, the association doesn't allow boards here. We need you to come get them.
That would have been a totally different thing.
Instead, they just had some guy who helps manage the property grab them. Some guy who grabbed one of the first ones, threw it in the garbage, which some customer or somebody brought back to us. They're like, we found this in the garbage.
Yeah, someone was so fucking nice.
So fuck you and fuck them. You can get fucked. I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I called the police and I was like, hey, here's what's going on. Because I wanted to find out the laws and the rules about it. And they're like, well, the city has a right of way to sidewalks. So even though that's private property, over by People's Bank on Meridian, there is a little strip of sidewalk there where the city has a right of way to it, even though it's private property. So I can put a sandwich board there. So I did. And we've left it there and no one's touched it since. But on that grass strip that connects, I can't put anything in there. But there is another store that I saw had some up the last few days that were out there. But they're not just snagging my... There's such fucking assholes. Like JR Furniture would have their big white box truck parked, in the parking lot that said JR Furniture, and they complained that they had their truck there because people driving by in Westerly could see it. Like, they want no sandwich boards or advertisements for businesses.
We don't want
on the
people to think
property
there's
that they
businesses
manage.
there.
Do you not want
Sorry.
your properties to do well and the businesses on your property to stay in business? Otherwise, you just get vacancies. They're fucking dumb. Like, all those people are zeros. They're fucking
they
losers.
must just be so rich, and they're like, we just want to make everyone's lives hell.
I imagine them old, cranky, bitter idiots.
Yeah.
Who are just so in love with being in power and in their little fucking group of like assholes,
Yeah.
They just bitch and complain. Because think about it, no one who's happy in life doing well is gonna do that. Like, if you're happy with your life, you're just
Happy
gonna walk
people
over
don't
and
do
say,
shitty
hey,
things.
I just want to introduce myself. I'm so and so with such. Congrats on your new company. Instead they
Thanks
just,
for the fucking rent check.
yeah.
Since...
Instead they just take them and throw them away. Like, bunch of fucking assholes. I pray to God they hear this.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebags. All of you can go fuck yourself. But anyways, we got the sandwich boards back. We got one up on Dairy Queen, one by we got them all back except for just that one
Check
on the
them
grass.
out.
Yeah. So we're still putting them up. So fuck you. So, that felt good. What else?
Yeah, we just needed to vent again.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else we should talk about to let people know. Is that it? Is that all?
We don't got much to say, I guess.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, this is the Christmas episode. By the way, the podcast is doing surprisingly well, like way better than I thought.
Oh, good.
For any, we've gotten probably over 100 views on YouTube now and over 100 downloads on iTunes.
Aw.
I don't even know who's listening, to be honest.
Thank you,
Because
listeners.
the only place we advertise is like in store, and we had like one post on IG that we did like a promoted ad for. So I guess when the guests are on, they're blasting it on our IG and people are listening. But it's pretty surprising for only having, well, this will be the 6th one, but for only having 5 out to have that many views and downloads already. It's pretty crazy.
That's really nice.
But I got a lot of good feedback on it.
Good.
People loved the episode you and I did.
Aw.
That's so good. That was my fave. It was so much fun.
That was fun.
Just talking shit feels so
I
good.
know.
It's my
Especially on
favorite thing to do.
camera. Like, you're forcing people to listen.
I know. I know.
It's nice.
Anyways, guys, well, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.
Yes, happy holidays.
Thanks for listening to the pod. Thanks for supporting the store. Come in, though. Buy some stuff. Support the store.
I love you.
Yep. Love you, too. Bye.
Bye.